Over 100 years ago in the early 1920s, a young boy named Ike Hanlon and his dog Tuffy were chasing wild deer into the ocean off Sitka, Alaska. This might sound bizarre or cruel, but there is a brilliant reason: to capture them alive and then relocate them north. Sitka Blacktail deer are native to southeast Alaska, but massive glaciers and ice fields block their migration further north. If you look at a map of southeast Alaska, you can see the archipelago of islands with Sitka near the center. Sitka blacktail deer thrive throughout these islands, but any migration further north was stopped by these extreme mountains, glaciers, and ice fields circled in white. Their range naturally stopped around Glacier Bay. In the early 1900s, people thought maybe if we transplant deer to Prince William Sound, they might thrive there because the area has a relatively mild coastal environment. This article, Game Transplants in Alaska, published in 1973 by Oliver Burse and Donald McKnight, detail Alaska's first and most successful game transplant program. In 1916, the Cordova Chamber of Commerce arranged for 8 deer from the Sitka area to be moved to Hinchinbrook and Hawkins Island in Prince William Sound. From 1917 to 1923, an additional 16 deer were transplanted, totaling 24 animals. This photo from 1923 shows Ike Hanlon and his dog Tuffy. Ike and his father William would train the dog to herd the deer from the woods into the ocean. Deer are excellent swimmers, so once in the ocean, Ike would wait in a small wooden skiff. He'd grab the deer by the tail, pull them aboard, wrap the hind legs in cloth, and then gently tie them and then shuttle them into shore. These deer were held in pens on the Sitka dock until they could be loaded into larger ships for their journey across the Gulf of Alaska. The deer quickly multiplied on Hawkins and Hinchinbrook Islands. Deer are excellent swimmers, and they swam from island to island in Prince William Sound and soon established themselves all over the sound. There are hundreds of islands in Prince William Sound, and the deer swam to each of these islands and established themselves on every island of any significance. They also established on the mainland around Prince William Sound, but just like in the southeast Alaska, the deer migration out of Prince William Sound was stopped by the massive mountains, glaciers, and ice fields. The deer have been found outside of Prince William Sound area, but no perpetuating population has ever been established. There's been some reports of a few deer spotted beyond Prince William Sound, but they're few and far between and not an established population. They even tried to transplant deer into other parts of Alaska, like Homer, Alaska. There's a number of deer that were let off on the Homer Spit, and they tried to populate that area, but the deer never took to that area and they never established themselves, and there's never been a deer population from that transplant. The deer populations grew to the extent that in 1935, hunting began. There's no precise population count to the deer in Prince William Sound because of the ruggedness of the terrain and the remoteness of the area, but annual harvests are about 2,300 deer per year, with Montague Island often seeing the highest numbers. Here's a map from the Alaska Fish and Game demonstrating the 3 areas in Alaska that Sitka blacktail deer have been successfully transplanted: Yakutat, Prince William Sound, and Kodiak Island. Deer populations in Prince William Sound are the northern extent of the range for the species. But the deer thrive there thanks to the moderating effect of the marine environment. From just an initial 24 animals, this transplant created a lasting hunting and wildlife legacy. My name is Owen Alla, and my family has lived in Alaska for almost 100 years. We have been through the good and the bad, but through it all, one thing remains constant. This land helps create the person you are and makes you a better person. I want to share Alaskan stories and information so that maybe this land can have the same effect on you. This is Alaska. This is home. All right, Ryder and I about to board the plane to Cordova. It's super sunny outside, but crazy cold. 0 degrees, and even in Prince William Sound, where it's usually a little bit warmer in Prince William Sound, it's not warm. We got winds blowing out of the north. I talked to John this morning. He's getting the boat ready down in Cordova, and he said there's 7-foot seas. Hopefully I don't freeze to death out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, let's make this happen.
Raymond, how's it going?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Ryder.
Nice to meet you guys.
He's gonna be our.
Unfortunately, I wish I was going, but I got other stuff to do.
Today we have the opportunity to team up with a couple locals from Cordova to hunt deer on Hinchinbrook Island. We are headed out on this hunt on December 21st, the darkest day of the year, and an extreme cold snap that is very unusual for this area. The ocean around Cordova and Prince William Sound stay ice-free all winter, except this year.
Oh, north wind, dark, coming home, gonna be fun.
This is Ray, John's son, and a multi-generational commercial fisherman from Cordova.
So these are called bow pickers. These bigger boats over here are called seiners, the cabin forwards. So the
This is John. He's one of the best storytellers I've ever met, and he has a lot of stories to tell.
Boats, the seiners or tenders, they collect fish from the smaller boats.
Yeah.
And then there's some oil response and salvage vessels like these old tugboats.
We're heading out to Boswell Bay. We loaded up the boat. John's captaining the boat. This is the boat that he runs commercial fishing, gill net fishing out in front of the Copper River during the summertime.
Be careful with my boat, Paul.
Hey, my boat.
It's insured.
I'm just not stoked I don't have my phone.
I don't want to test out State Farm there.
Text me in an hour and a half. You don't hear from me.
I will text you. Call your mama when you get home. I think we better go to the point. That's too much ice to plow through. We're gonna go to the point.
Sweet.
Okay, we're gonna hit the beach right up here at this point.
Right, this is super heavy.
Yep.
Oh, gotta go over the top here?
Yep.
With our...
Go to the edge.
Oh. Jump in.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, we're out of here.
This is crazy. Look at all this ice, dude.
Right on, we made it!
Did it, man.
We did it!
Thanks, Phil. You didn't get wet, did you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, dude.
Once Ray leaves with a boat, we are cut off from any outside help if we'd ever need it. He is trying to get home fast because it's turning dark quick and the water is icing up. The icy water becomes a major problem for us when we try and get home on Christmas Eve.
So do you live in Cordova?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you commercial fish also?
I do.
That's cool. Do you run your own boat or you work on a boat? Or?
I run my own bow picker.
Nice.
And last couple years I went seining for John. Ran a skiff in the seine boat.
Oh, nice.
But
That's
I
awesome.
grew up out there, out at 6 Mile with them. I was friends with John's kids, Ray and Kenny.
Out of 6...
Man, I'm surprised we got these couches.
Dude,
and
that was
bikes and
impressive,
everything.
man. All right, we got that loaded up. Let's do this, right? This is sick, man. We out in the middle of freaking nowhere. Oh, look at this beach, dude. I bet this is awesome in the summertime. All right, we made it to our cabin here. Let's check out this meal, man. Thanks for making this, John.
No, fry was
good
gone.
stuff.
We made it.
Yeah. John's wife made this for her. She's awesome. Look at that homemade bread. Look at how bread's steaming over there, man. All right, we're about to take off. We came in.
Frozen right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be real frozen. All right, we made breakfast. Made some pancakes. Super cold outside. It's about 0 degrees, and we're about to head out. All right, we got to finish getting ready and get hiking out. It was first daylight. Sun hasn't even come up yet. All right, we're gonna start walking out. It's super cold outside, but in some ways it's really good because everything's frozen. We can walk anywhere. Normally we wouldn't be able to walk where we're walking because it's just swamp and just chest deep in water, but now we can walk over this and walk in front. Just follow this cut, okay?
Looks like a train. Keep going. We're just gonna let him go.
Okay.
He was supposed to stop here and meet.
Yeah.
But he's really competent and he knows the area very well. Gotta say, that's why I brought him. You guys were an unknown.
I know, sir.
I can see now that you're not a fool.
No.
I didn't figure you were. Being a doctor, you gotta have some kind of intelligence.
Some kind of brains, well.
Exactly. But there's a deer right there. Just ran across.
Oh, I see, yeah. It was right there for ice line right here.
Yeah, right at the end of the runway. One just ran across.
Yeah.
We're gonna get one today. That's an awful long shot. I don't know what that is. What, 500 yards?
That's at least 500 yards.
Yeah, that's a long shot. I wouldn't make it.
No.
I have one of those scopes that has 100, 300, and 600. But I haven't put it on yet.
Yeah.
They're amazing. They're amazing. You can shoot dead on at 600 yards.
Yeah. There's another one.
Another deer.
Another one. Did you see that right here?
Maybe we should walk down the runway.
Yeah, let's go for it.
We're gonna cut over to the swamp and get where we can see down the ice fingers.
Okay.
I mean, the chances are you'll get one here, but they're way better over here. The farther we get from the cabin, the better it gets.
Okay. through the woods there.
Go follow this deer trail.
There's just deer tracks everywhere.
Early winter season brought very little snow, which makes it extremely hard to hunt deer. Heavy snow concentrates the deer and makes them easier to find. Very little snow and extreme cold temperatures make the ground extremely loud to walk on. The deer hear us walking from miles away.
We're on top of these beaver dens, and here's the hole. Here's the beaver den hole right here. That's cool. You can see us from over here. Alright, we just came through a bunch of snarled mess of alders. It's like forced here nap time. He's sleeping now.
So these deer, we're right at the end of this lake.
Yeah.
I'll be real surprised if we don't walk down this lake. We're gonna walk down this lake and then take a left and head back. But the chances of seeing something on the way back are pretty good.
I saw about 10 deer beds.
Oh yeah, they're in here. It's so noisy. They're running in front of us.
Oh yeah, they're probably like 100, 200 yards in front of us.
Exactly, or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on. We may have to try a different spot tomorrow. These are just too spooky.
Yeah.
And it's too noisy.
All right, we're about to take off. Woke up pretty early this morning. It's just right about first light. Cooked some pancakes for everybody. It's nice and warm in the cabin, but it is freezing cold out here. We're below zero. So we got about 6.5 hours of daylight. We didn't shoot anything yesterday. No deer. We saw about 7 deer, but they're way far away and they're on the run when we saw them. So still got the generator. That's what's so loud right here, but letting the four-wheelers warm up. We're gonna take off quite a ways from the cabin to the place that we're gonna hunt today. See if we have a little bit better luck further away. All right, let's do this.
The adventure begins.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Nice job.
That's what I was talking about. It's like I-5.
Yeah,
Except the steering doesn't work very good.
pretty impressive.
It is cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is why we came out here.
I mean, look at this. You could get boats up here, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can take skiffs up there. Yeah, it's a slough that's blocked by a beaver dam. Well, a beaver dam. It's one down on the flat.
Yeah.
We're gonna hike up into a bench, get a little bit of elevation. We're gonna go to a place where we can see an old growth forest. Man, we found some open water through the ice, which is pretty impressive. Having these areas of open fresh water are important for the deer because they have to be around fresh water so they can get something to drink. They can't eat much snow or it'll pull too much energy out of them and they'll die. Alright, we came through some pretty thick trees back here. My face is frozen so it's hard to talk. Alright, I'm getting hot. You don't want to break a sweat. If you break a sweat, you get wet. And the risk of hypothermia goes way up. The risk of frostbite goes way up also. So one of the most important things out here is to modulate your temperature.
I'm gonna take off for that tree line there.
Okay.
Meet you right there.
Okay. Dude, it's like silent out here. It's literally like you almost can't hear anything. Ryder saw a deer, but it's way far away and took off immediately. There's deer sign everywhere though. Alright, now we're climbing. Getting hot too. Check out the fungi in the tree. These things are major. Alright, it's kind of odd to see so much green. No winter. Lots of deer poop. Dude, deer poop galore. Oh, this is good. We're gonna be downwind. There's so much deer sign up here. Yeah, it's just massive deer sign everywhere.
I know. I am amazed we did this. Let's go out and look off the edge for a little while.
Okay. Massive sign. king shell, some crackers. Thanks, John, man, that was awesome.
There's so much more deer sign in the woods than there is in the meadows. So we're gonna try and stick out in the woods and see if we can flush a deer out. All right. These forests in here are just amazing. All the moss on these trees. It's truly a temperate rainforest down here. The deer obviously like it better in these old growth forests. In fact, there's been research on that about where deer terrain is in Prince William Sound. They move into high elevation in the summer and feed up in high elevation. In the wintertime, they drop down lower. They need a fresh water source, so a lot of times they're by fresh water. If there's heavy, heavy snows, they get pushed all the way down to the beach. Or they get pushed into old growth forests. Old growth forests have a bigger canopy. You can see we're walking through these older growth forests. There's a lot less snow on the ground. Well, this has been an odd year. There's been 2 years like this in a row where early season there's been hardly any snow, but there's years that it can snow 60 feet in a month, like 2012 snowpocalypse. But these old growth forests make it so that the snow doesn't accumulate as much in these old growth forests. It's bigger deer habitat. Boy, can you see there's massive deer trails. There's deer pellets all over the place. And you can even see where the deer bed down. It's really hard to hunt them because they have such good hearing. They can hear you for a mile away. They just trot right off before you can even see them, so.
Even the ravens lose to get a deer.
Yeah.
We were not successful getting a deer, but we have a bigger problem at this point. It's been so cold that the bay is iced over, and Ray can't get us in the boat that he dropped us off on. It won't make it through the ice. Ray has been working all day trying to figure out what boat can make it through the ice and come pick us up.
I did not anticipate the amount of pack ice I just saw.
Yeah, it's gotten cold.
Both Freddie and I were kind of looking at each other going,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we said. What do we do now?
It's pretty
I
cold
called
out there.
Raymond and said, Raymond, you're coming in the Saner. And he goes, no, I'm bringing the bill. I said, no. No, you're not. Obviously called Scotty. And Scotty is one of his best buddies.
Yeah.
And he's a very good friend of mine also.
And he does he drive the tender?
Yes, he owns it.
He owns it?
Yes.
Wow.
He's a good friend of ours. He hunts with us all the time.
I don't think my wife really realizes how iffy it is actually going home.
Well, till we looked at the bay, I was firmly confident he was going to come get us in the jet boat.
Yeah.
Then I thought, Saner, but I'm very glad to hear about the Triton. They're leaving at 3:30, something. I'll call it back. They're leaving early.
It's a slow boat too, right?
Oh, it's even slower than my Saner. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're talking 6, 7 knots, maybe 8. I don't know.
Super early in the morning, we got to get back down to the beach because more of a rescue than a pickup because the ice is so socked in the bay that it's gonna be tough to get in. There goes John right now. We're gonna follow him down to the beach right now. You on, Ryder? All right, we're gonna have Ryder drive here. Possible bay so socked in with ice that we can't get the regular boats down in there. He's bringing a gigantic tender to come pick us up. It's Christmas Eve, so if we don't punch through this ice in the bay, we're gonna miss Christmas. And my wife really doesn't want us to miss Christmas. Right, Ryder? Yeah. It's not a sure thing the boat can even get through this ice, so we'll see what happens.
They're here.
Oh, that's them over there?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering if that was them.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a light over there. We thought that might be them, and it is. So John's gonna go scout out a route with the four-wheeler. Hopefully we get on this boat because we've got to make Christmas. Camille's not gonna be super excited if I miss Christmas. Don't go too close or we fall in. We saw the boat probably a half hour out and it's just looking across the water and it's busting through ice right now. So hopefully it gets here.
They said it took them way longer to push through the ice.
Oh, there's a lot of ice between here and there.
There is.
Oh boy, here we go. There's our boat coming in. You can hear those engines rumbling now. All right, we're here. This is sick. Ryder, we're going home. We're actually gonna do it. Might actually go home.
Maybe.
Thanks, John.
We're not there yet. But I think Scotty will make it.
Dude, I can't believe ice stopped him dead, man.
Oh man,
That's
When
crazy.
I came out here last night, Doc, I was freaked out. I was stressed. I
Yeah.
did not think. I thought there was a dang good chance we were going to be putting up a tree.
Oh, no, wait. We're not home yet.
I know. That's
Maybe on the Triton, and there's definitely a bunch of sea ice out here.
Yeah, Boswell Bay is always a venture.
Hopefully our track didn't close in so we can scoot right back through it. I doubt it, but
It was pretty fun Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it, we'll go for a little boat ride.
oh, I spent all yesterday getting the bow picker.
Well, I know, man. I was thinking about you all yesterday, like, oh my gosh, dude. Really appreciate all the work you guys put into this. I know it was a lot.
Yeah, I just sat down on the couch and Ray's like, do you want to go on a rescue mission? And I'm like, fuck. All right. Got to sit down for about 5 minutes and I was up last night getting this thing ready, firing up the generators.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get in the thick of it here shortly.
That's some ice. So, Scotty, you run this thing all summer?
Yeah, it's my boat.
Pulling fish in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bought this for the last season. He ran it for how many years?
I've been running it for 6 years and I bought it.
6 years?
Yeah.
Nice. So you got refrigeration, all that kind of stuff when
Yeah.
you pull a boat?
Yeah.
Is that a
Beneficial down there.
Is that a pain keeping the refrigeration going?
No, it's all automatic.
Is it?
It's my gauge right up here.
It's been, yeah.
Nice.
Once you get them tuned in good, they're good, but it's...
Really?
It shuts off, it kicks on back on its own. Yeah.
Does it?
Got your goggles.
All right, here's our sea ice. Man, this is what we have to go through to get home. It's crazy. We're gonna have a lot of sea ice on the way home. Hopefully we don't get stuck. They got stuck on the way out, but they were able to bust through, but it's supposed to get thicker and thicker as we keep going back to Cordova. If the ice doesn't let up, we're gonna go really slow the entire way back to Cordova, and there's a chance we might miss our plane. So there's only one flight from Cordova to Anchorage every day. If we miss that flight, we're spending Christmas in Cordova.
Look at this pack. This is what I saw last night. I flipped out. I was so stressed.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
This just happened. I mean, it was not even. You saw it. You drove out here a couple days ago.
Yeah. This is what it takes to get home for Christmas. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, man. That is crazy.
And there was none of this was here
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Do you think you can get through this with like a,
A seine boat, yes. A jet bow picker, no way.
well, what about like a Hughes craft?
With a prop, yes.
You probably
but
could push-
It might clog your cooling. That's
Oh,
what it does.
That's right.
You can chew through it. It'll clog your cooling.
Dude, this is crazy.
It's just nuts, dude.
This is,
So glad he came.
oh yeah. Ryder found the bunk in the boat. Getting some good shut-eye, right? We might just make it home for Christmas. Just maybe. We're pushing through some thick ice out there, man. All right, we got ice-free water ahead of us. We got Cordova almost there. We got Scotty and Ray came and rescued us, thankfully. All right, we got 15 minutes before we get back into the harbor. We actually made it. I'm pretty excited we actually made it. We are just barely gonna make our flight if we actually make it. So we gotta get into the harbor, go straight to the airport, so that way we can make Christmas back in Anchorage, but I think we're gonna make it. Tons of thanks for them coming to rescue us, pulling us or getting us through all that ice, and make it back home just in time for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys.